Now, probably wondering what this title is, if it's clickbait or not or what. But, obviously, got the Grand Am here. Now, last you saw, changed the intake injectors. We've actually ran real good too. It's been having a few issues here and there, not so bad. Well, let's start off with what happened yesterday. So, yesterday, started working on the house, taking away from time on the projects. So I'm taking a break from old Merv, part of the reason anyway. And started working on the eaves of the house. Started around back at first, going to work our way up to the front. Well, wife got a splinter in her eyeball, so went to take her to the eye doctor. Which, still during this quarantine stuff, you're only allowed the patient only inside the waiting room. So we called, get a call in advance, no walk-ins. Tell her it's got something in her eye, make her an appointment, drive up there. She's got to wait, so I can't wait inside. I decided to go home. Car's running fine, normal operating temperature. Well, sometime down the road, probably about a minute and a half, 2 minutes away from the house, it starts sputtering and choking up and having all kinds of fits. So, temperature gauge creeps up a little bit. I get it home. It never gets over 220 or 230 degrees. The fans did kick on, and it never got over that. So, I didn't think it got hot enough to do any damage. I popped the hood and found the vacuum line for the fuel pressure regulator broken. Now, I'm not sure if this is factory or not, because before I got this car, the head gaskets were changed. I should know the guy who changed them, so they were changed. And I don't know if he changed this or if it's a factory part, but where the vacuum line hooks up to the MAP sensor, there is a plastic bar fitting for vacuum lines. It apparently had snapped in half. So I thought, okay, no big deal. Snapped in half, it lost vacuum, it dumped a lot of fuel. I'm going to have to change plugs and change oil. No big deal. Hooked the vacuum line back up, started it up, see if it at least idle or something. Wouldn't idle for nothing. Hooked up the scanner. Upstream O2 sensor was apparently too hot, and the downstream O2 sensor lost voltage. Kind of odd. So, changed those out. Didn't fix anything. Already had the downstream O2 sensor in the house that I was waiting to put on. Well, that was a perfect time. Got another upstream O2 sensor, put it on, and well, still a problem. So, go down to the parts store, grab spark plugs, start to change them out, and well, let me show you what they look like. So here's the spark plugs. You can tell that's already a bad sign right there. And they're just not looking too good at all. Now with the new ones installed, let me show you what it looks like while it's running. Well, guess that does it for the Grand Am. Had it for a while. It's got over 200,000 miles on it. As far as I know, if I change out the heads and the gasket, that transmission is going to go out next. But at this point, well, it's probably becoming more of a money pit than what it's worth. So, probably best just go ahead and get rid of this one. Unfortunately, just got done doing that intake too, but said it happens. Kind of keep hoping that it's not a head gasket, but the signs, well, all point to it. I did check the lower radiator hose and ain't much of anything in that one either, so well, unfortunately, I think this one is done. And it's a shame because a lot of you know, there's been a lot of parts replaced on this old thing in the last, well, 2 years. So unfortunately, it is what it is. Try to make this thing live as long as it could, but I guess it was bound to happen anyway. So that's one car down. But you know what? Kind of gives me an excuse to get something else. So stick around. You never know what I might pull in next in here. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, thanks for watching.